This video is brought to you by Longoni Cues.
You're moments away from starting your match. Your heart is starting to pound in your chest. Anxiety sets in. You start feeling some doubt. Can I do this? The nerves start kicking in. And sometimes you feel like an alien has stepped into your own body. Oh no, I shouldn't be feeling this right now. I'm about to start my match. This is horrible. There's nothing I can do. Or is there? Hi pool players, it's the Terminator. Welcome back to another episode of Terminator Tips. As I was about to start my last 64 round during the current US Open 9-ball in Atlantic City, I was waiting for my match. All the players had to stop their practice, sit in their chair and wait for tables 1 and 2 to start their break. This took about 7 to 10 minutes. All the players were sitting in their chair and I thought this was fascinating because I know everybody is feeling the same thing at that moment in time. We're all connected as human beings. We all share the same emotions. And if it's game time, last 64, the first round of single elimination, you can bet that every player in that room is feeling a ton of anxiety and is ready to start their match. Anybody that says they don't feel fear is both stupid and lying. I can promise you that. Now the good news is, like I said, is that we all share the same emotions. The bad news, however, is how we look at these emotions and how we interpret them. We feel it's something bad that has to disappear as fast as possible. This creates friction, more tension in your body, and now you're getting anxious because you're feeling anxiety. So it's a double loss situation. That's where we have to do some training and fix this. That's why I have some great tools for you to counter this problem and get back on track fast. In my course, The Mental Edge for Competitive Pool Players, I'll put a link here in the top. In the first chapter, there's a video about the 4 phases of pressure. Now this is different for every pool player, but you and I, we both feel the same, but just on different levels. For instance, if you're practicing all by yourself, nobody there watching, you're totally relaxed, everything's just functioning well, you're in flow, you're hitting the ball sweet, no pressure whatsoever. Phase 2 is the next level. Could be that a couple of people start watching you, could be that you start playing a league match, or a local tournament. This creates a different setting. Phase 3 is a bigger national tournament perhaps. For me, it might be a Euro Tour event. And that is also where a next level of nerves kicks in. And then finally, the maximum pressure. For me, this was always the Mosconi Cup. But for you, it might be the national finals of your league play. It could be that you're playing a big national tournament and this is where the pressure is at its max. Now compare level 1 to level 4. It's like an alien has stepped into your body. How do we deal with that? Well, here's the problem. The natural tendency for us human beings is to interpret this, there's something wrong with us. We're getting anxious, we're getting nervous, we start feeling some doubt. Even actors, basketball players or DJs, they've been known to throw up right before their sets or acting performance. We all share the same nerves. And as a pool player, you want this to go away fast because you have to hit the ball sweet, and being nervous and anxious doesn't help you, right? This is where we have to make a shift in our attitude and how we look at these things. Getting nervous, getting anxious are not signs that there's something wrong with us, but actually that there's something right. We're getting ready for a big moment that we've lived up to, and now our body is getting ready to go into high state performance. You have to look at it this way. If you're living in your comfort zone and you're always doing everything when there's no pressure, no anxiety whatsoever, you're not gonna get any big results. There's never been a fist held up in the air from a zone of comfort. If you want to get some results and if you want to improve and win more matches, by definition, this is on the other side of your comfort zone. And what do you feel on the other side of your comfort zone? Uncomfortable. So we have to get really good at feeling comfortable with being uncomfortable. And the way we can do this is with a couple of tools. Phil Stutz and Barry Michaels wrote a great book called The Tools, and in that book they state that there's a reversal of desire. The desire is to run away from these bad feelings. They're actually good feelings because we're getting ready for our performance, and instead we have to lean into them. So we have to get closer to these feelings. Reversal of desire. We have to tell ourselves when we're nervous, anxious, instead of, oh no, I don't want this, we have to scream in our heads, bring it on. That's what they say in the first chapter of the book. You have to lean into this emotion, make it even stronger, let it flow entirely through you, and that's the trick where you're actually gonna relax a bit more. Another great tool that we can use is telling yourself, I'm excited. Fear is excitement without the breath. So breathe and tell yourself, I'm excited. I'm excited. Not I'm afraid, I'm nervous, I'm excited. You're getting ready to do something that means a lot to you, so it's normal that you're excited and in a higher state of arousal. They did a test with a group of people where they brought them into a lab and they were gonna put them under severe stress. Now, one of the ways to do this is by telling them they had to do a public speech in front of a panel of jury members, and at the same time they had to do some kind of calculating. So they were really put under the gun, and the number one fear for a lot of human beings is public speaking. Now, one half of the group was told before they went in, they had to say to themselves, calm down, calm down, calm down. And the other half had to tell themselves, I'm excited, I'm excited. That group totally outperformed the other group. So that tells you something, that it's not a joke, and this might be something worthwhile for you to experiment with. Is this easy? Of course it's not. The hardest thing is to be aware of what's actually going on with you and then to act fast. This is the first lesson in my mental training program, and it's a super valuable tool. If you can catch yourself fast by being aware of which state you're in, you can reverse it faster and bring yourself back up, climb the ladder, get yourself in a better mental state. If you're enjoying these mental tips and tricks, please consider subscribing to the channel, and also donations are very highly appreciated. Gotta feed the kids also. In another great book by Tal Ben-Shahar, The Pursuit of Perfection, he quotes a famous psychotherapist, Viktor Frankl, who's done some research and came up with the paradoxical intention. He found out that if his patients were struggling from high anxiety, they should tell themselves, instead of this should go away, what am I gonna do? Bring me more, give me more nerves, more. I want more of this. So instead of blocking it, now getting stuck in this emotion for a longer period of time, the energy was released, it could flow through your body, and then it would subside faster and actually calming you down. So kind of like the reversal of desire, paradoxical intention, super powerful tool. So try this out when you're in your match, in the chair, and you're feeling nervous. More, give me more of these nerves. It sounds totally crazy because you think this is never gonna work, but you're nervous anyway. This is a tool that can really make a difference. So to sum it up, you have 3 tools that you can use prior to your match, when you're about to start, in your match. The first one was bring it on. The second one, tell yourself, I'm excited. And the third one, give me more nerves. Give me more of this. Try this out in your match. Let me know in the comments below how this is working for you and which tool you are using. And here's some bonus wisdom for you. How do you put yourself more in this match simulation state, where you're playing your match, you feel the same thing? Well, I firmly believe that if you play somebody some challenge matches for a small amount, this doesn't have to be anything crazy, hundreds of dollars, thousands of dollars, just something to get you out of that comfort zone that you're in and always doing the same thing. If you want to get better, if you want to improve, you have to step out of that. get yourself uncomfortable so you can practice these tools and get more alchemized with feeling some pressure, some nerves, and that way you can handle it better and better and better. So try to play somebody that's equal to you. If they're better, ask for some weight. If they're weaker than you, give some weight, handicap, match up, make it interesting for both parties. A small wager, there's nothing wrong with that. It makes it interesting, exciting, challenging, and it replicates a match setting. So have some fun with these tools, guys. This might totally change the way you look at your nerves, anxiety prior to a match or in a game, and it might put you in a better state of mind and win more games. There you go, pool players. Really hope you enjoyed this video. Nice little new insight about pressure, nerves, and trying to deal with that in your matches. Don't forget to check out all the other great videos on the channel. There's playlists and videos for all kinds of topics. And remember, if you're finally ready now to work on the most important part of your game, the mental side, please head over to the Terminator College and join the many hundreds that are already there studying right now. See you in the next episode.